What's up, guys? Welcome to Dark Zone Junkies, our podcast dedicated to the division. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Derrigan. Alongside me, as always, is Moose, the Moose Cool.
Woo woo.
And back after his placed on IR, I guess, Jason Marshall.
Yeah.
Jesse will not be joining us tonight. So also Skype made me update tonight, and so we're using Google Hangouts. So
yeah.
Oh well. You know, it's their fault. Don't make me update Skype or I won't use you. That's what I'm saying. Dude, recording Nintendo Power Block earlier today was a nightmare. It took me 50 minutes to set up the show. It was a nightmare. Trying to set up Skype. Oh my gosh, I hate
Skype. Bad, man. We just hit a button. Go live.
I know.
Our broadcast done.
I mean, the thing is though, is like Jesse uses his Xbox to record through Skype, so that's how we record. And then every time, for some reason, Ed gets on Google Hangouts, he sounds like a robot every single time, without fail. He sounds like he has a voice distorter on.
Yeah, when he joins us, sometimes it's rough. It's rough.
He got a new mic and a new mixer last week, though.
Mm-hmm. You think that might help?
I will probably guarantee you it might help.
Okay.
Yep, I said it that way, and I'm not changing it.
I can guarantee that.
Yep. This is where the show's going today, folks.
Oh shit,
man.
Anyways, yeah.
Who let me host this show? Who lets me host it all? I don't want to host anymore. I don't want to be on any show anymore. Everybody can just do their own thing. I quit.
Okay.
Anyways,
you do you, man.
Yeah, I know. You guys playing any? Moose, you said you had one trophy left in the division to platinum it?
Yeah, I've got the Rogue trophy. We so since Jeff and I were done with Far Cry and we were waiting on Jason, and Jason's been on the injury reserve list and hasn't been playing games, I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna switch over to the division. And so earlier this week, we started playing, and I was trying to help Jeff like level up, like get his gear level higher. Like my gear level it was 265 at the time I started, and now it's at like 273. Excuse me. And so he was like 210 or 213, but now he's like creeping up to like where I'm at because he's playing on hard, and so he couldn't. So we had a shared document that was like tracked like all, because there's one trophy where you have to beat like every mission on hard, and I like I thought I like untethered myself to that list, but apparently I deleted it. So he's like, well, I guess I'll just do all the missions on hard again. So we were just rolling through them and having a good time. And holy cow, the shooting in the game is a lot of fun. Like I'm back in after playing the Anthem beta in the closed beta and playing the Division. If they made minor changes to Division 2 and it played exactly the same, I'll love it. Like I'm gonna love it. Like it's gonna be awesome. So
is it gonna be your Destiny?
It'll be
my Destiny.
Yeah, it'll be my Destiny. Now I've jumped on the whole like better gear train. So like now like it has tiered worlds, and so I play on tier 5 and I join random parties like going into like weekly missions. And dude, like guys are like, they're too aggressive, man. They're out there and they're like getting killed and dying. I'm like, what the hell are y'all doing? Y'all are like 20 gear levels higher than me. Why are y'all dying like a bunch of bitches? But anyways, so and
sadly, the episode right there.
Sadly, they burned I used the heal link thing where like if you hit L1 and R1 at the same time, like it instantly like brings up anybody that's down around you. Yeah. And so like I've used that a couple of times with Jeff, because Jeff goes running in there because he gets overconfident and then he just gets wasted. And I'm standing at the back, and it's like me up against the wall like sniping people. Then there's like the people And then there's like Jeff, like close to the back, like crawling, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's gotten better about it. He found a new weapon, which I'm kind of actually jealous about because it's better than the assault rifle that I have. I'm using a SOCOM saw, which is awesome. It's nice. I got it all tricked out. But if they can make my only complaints about the game, going back to it now, is like if they can make like traversal a little bit better, like if they can make getting in and out of cover a little bit easier or something, or like climbing up and over something, because I feel like I'll be like trying to get into cover and I'm like, my guy's just like standing there like taking bullets to the face. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, get in cover. I'm hitting the cover button. And then also like when you get revived, your dude stands up. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like you're on your hands and knees, you get healed, you get brought to life, and you're automatically going to stand up while everybody's shooting at you. Like they could change that and like they could just be like, okay, well now you're healed, and then your guy is still on his hand and knees, and all you have to do is hit the X button to get into cover, and you're ready to go to like pop out and start shooting again. Like I hope someone's thinking about that at Ubisoft, but everything else has been fun. I was probably going to go into the dark zone and try and mess around in there. I think that's where Jeff got his new exotic gun. So I'm like, man, I think I'm just going to run around in there and see what I can do, see what kind of fun I can have. So, but I'm definitely enjoying it. I'm definitely looking forward to platinuming it and finishing it.
Yeah.
So, and getting ready. Like I've been trying to gather the shield stuff for the emblems for the game. Like you earn them in Division 2 and it carries loot over in the Division.
Yeah.
You get them in Division 1 and it carries over to Division 2.
Yeah, the shields or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I only have one so far and I'm at like 30% on the other ones. And I have to go into the dark zone to do like the other 30% of, the stuff. Like you have to do that. And then there's skirmishes where you fight other people, kind of like a battle royale system type thing or something. I don't know. I can't remember. There's like a skirmish thing where you go PvP, but I don't think it deals with the dark zone.
Yeah, I think it's like one of the new modes they added within the updates later on.
Yeah.
So, you been playing any of the Division, Jason?
I took a break from Far Cry to load it up last night to join Moose and Jeff. He's right. The gunplay feels great. Although, don't go from Far Cry to the Division. Because Far Cry, you like toggle your aim and it snaps to the targets. And the Division, you do that and you start shooting at nothing.
Yeah. Like, although I will say I do like how in the Division, like I use the sniper rifle, like you can actually like zoom in and you'll be shooting a guy, and if you run out of bullets, because you're playing Challenger level on like fucking Tier 5 world, and you run out of bullets and you duck behind cover and reload, as soon as you hit the aim button to pop back out, you can pull the trigger without having to zoom in, and you're like right where you were aiming before, which is nice. Like I really do like that.
The one thing that's kind of, I feel it's stupid for the Division, I don't need to see my damage. I'd rather just see a health bar go down, but like I shoot a guy and it does 13,000 damage. It's like, what the hell is that? I shot him. Like, what is that? Like, this guy must have 1 million health. Like, I don't know. It seems to take something out of it. Like, it's not the type of game where I need to see it, like, numbers.
Yeah. I kind of like it, though. I think it's because...
Can you turn it off?
I think you might be able to. I think it's harkening back to, like, an MMO RPG. Like, I think so. It's trying to, like, win that crowd over by, like, being, like... You get to watch their health, like, dwindle down. Because I like to see the damage numbers that I'm doing, and see how many times I get that critical hit per, for, like, whatever.
They need to replace all games with old school Batman. Just bang, pow. Like just stuff pops up.
The PS2 and GameCube Ninja Turtles games did that when you hit someone.
Nice.
It's pretty awesome. Not that has anything to do with the Division, but
But after playing last night, though, I'm definitely excited.
Yeah. I hopped on and played a couple missions earlier this week, and as someone who is currently playing through Gears of War 4 for our Arsenal X show squad goals, like, the Division feels way better than Gears of War, and I never thought I would say something like that because I don't know, when Gears came out, it felt great, but they haven't really changed the formula in a while, to say the least. Like,
at all? Have they done it at all?
13 or 14 years. So
isn't it the same? Like, it's like the same shooting mechanics.
It is. I mean, Gears 4 feels very similar to Gears 2. I would say Gears 2 is the last time they really changed anything. Where like the character. Well, I guess Gears 3, the characters are a little bit lighter and they're a little bit more agile. But in Gears 2, they added the if you're down, you can crawl behind cover and still do stuff. But like, yeah, man, just playing the Division and like moving and getting into cover and the third person shooting, like, man, it's in a class of its own, I think. So, and I'm really surprised nobody is talking about it, because you know how people talk about how Halo for a long time was the best in first person shooters until Modern Warfare came around and kind of changed everything. And now everybody's like, Call of Duty's mechanics feel great. I can't believe nobody's talking about the Division that way.
I think what I also like about the shooting mechanics, I don't know if it does it in Gears of War, because I'll be honest, I haven't played one since 2. I beat 2.
Yeah.
But anyways, like, I like how like you can be in cover that's in front of you, and then have like you'll be in cover in front of you that has like a side that you can peek out to the side. So like if you aim, your guy is tending to lean out to the side, but if you just push up on the stick, he'll actually stand up over the cover and shoot instead of just like going to the left side. So it's like, it's pretty cool how like you can switch like which way you're taking your shots, because a guy might move back across the cover on you and you can't get him, coming out the side of a box, from a barrier or a box or whatever, and so you have to like pop up instead of to the left, because like sometimes I find like some of the boxes are only like a person wide, and you'll go to the left or the right instead of over the cover. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, makes sense, because you're gonna be covered a little bit better there. But it's just I'm loving the mechanics. It was tough. Like Jason said, it was rough coming from Far Cry 5, because you're clicking that aim and you're like, I'm just shooting at a wall. Like, I'm not locking in on anybody. But and then figuring out how to throw a grenade. I was like, what the heck do you hit to throw a grenade? And then I finally figured it out, and I was like, okay, actually this makes sense to like free up the other buttons to do other things, like your skills. Like usually your grenade would be R1, I guess. It'd be right over the trigger. And so like you have to like tap the left D-pad and it'll actually come up in the arc that you're going to throw it, and then you can just pull the trigger and throw it, or hit circle to cancel your grenade throw.
Yeah.
Like, it's a little weird, but once you get used to it, it's kind of cool. Like I reacquainted myself with like tossing my turret in the right spot, because like usually like when we go into a fight, like Jeff is like ready to go guns blazing, and I'm like, hey, let's get in here and see what's happening. And while we're doing that, like I'll sit there up against cover and hold the button to throw my turret and figure out where the best spot in my throwing distance is to throw it, and then be like, you ready? I'll hold it and be like, you ready? And he's like, yeah, I'm ready. And then I just throw my turret, and it melts faces, because I'm using I think it's the Firebrand gear, which basically means that like your turret does like insane fire damage. Basically, your turret just spits fire. It doesn't shoot as far as the bullets, but it spits fire. And then like if you have certain sets of the gear, like it increases the damage. It increases like the damage that you do to stuff that's on fire. And so it's freaking awesome. I love it. Like, it just melts faces. So
nice.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I can't wait to see what we get in the sequel and what we get to mess around with. It'll be interesting to see how Jason, Jeff, and I like tailor ourselves to like help each other. You know what I mean? Like, not running around 3 guys with the same 2 skills. You know what I mean? Like, how we're gonna mix it up and whatnot.
Yeah. Nice. Well, We should probably get into some of this news. This was kind of revealed, I think, last week, but we never really covered it. Ubisoft reveals the Division 2 private beta will begin on February 7th and run through the 11th. The private beta you need to sign up for at Ubisoft's website or at participating retailers, according to Ubisoft. The private beta reload is set to begin February 6th at 1 a.m. Pacific time for Xbox One, PS4, and PC players. Players will have until February 11th at 1 a.m. Pacific time to play in the private beta. So the private beta will include the PvPvE gameplay and one of the new Dark Zones, a PvP gameplay version of skirmish mode, and it will also allow people to explore the eastern part of the open world and upgrade to a level cap of 7. So pretty much you get to play through the first part of the game and also check out the Dark Zone and some of the PvP stuff. So are you guys signed up for the private beta? Are you going to try it out?
I'm not signed up. I'm signed up to see if I can get into the private beta. I've not pre-ordered the game yet, so I'm waiting on that. I'm not the one pre-ordering it, but so I got to wait for that to go through. But I'm already sold on the game, so I don't need to play the beta, and so part of me just kind of wants to be surprised by the game when it releases. You know what I mean? Like, just go into it like almost completely blind as I possibly can, and not know a little as possible and jump in and have a good time.
Yeah.
What about you, Jason?
Well, Jeff's getting the game, so I won't have access till he actually buys it. But I'm like you; it's coming out so soon. I could wait. I don't need to play
because it's next weekend, right?
I think it starts on like Thursday.
7th.
Yeah,
7th.
Because what's the date today? The 2nd. So
yeah. Plus, I'll be playing that free Titanfall game all week. I can't play Division.
Wednesday.
Oh yeah, that Battle Royale Titanfall thing that's supposedly coming.
No, you know what though? If it was a beta where it was carryover, maybe. But I don't want to play something that I'm just going to replay, unless it's totally separate. But
yeah,
I can wait. It's so close. Like if this was like beginning of January and I had to wait 2 months after, maybe I'd play to get a taste of it. But like you, I'm already sold.
Yeah.
Like they could literally put out the same game, new content. I'd be fine with that.
I mean, the only other reason I could see maybe playing it early is to talk here about it, like talk about. So, maybe we'll see what's going on. If I can get access to it before it drops, I think they said the 7th, which I think would be Wednesday. So Wednesday is the 7th. So it's going to be like Wednesday through that Sunday, which is actually a pretty good, decent amount of time.
The 7th is Thursday and runs to the 11th, which is Monday. So it'll run till Monday, which is cool because then you get Friday, Saturday, Sunday basically to play it.
Yeah.
I mean, because who's going to play on Thursday, to be honest with you? So
it's true.
So maybe they'll use Thursday to fix all the bugs so people can play during the weekend.
That's probably why they're doing it.
So they don't have a Anthem issue.
Their servers could completely not run and they'd still be fine.
It's probably true.
Because their game, it's already sold on its predecessor.
Yeah.
So,
did you see, by the way, not to bring Javelins for Hire into this, but did you see the cosmetic pricing for Anthem?
I saw the $20 one, and I was like closing that article.
Yeah, they said prices aren't final, but that price is final.
I'm definitely not touching that game. Like playing that and then playing the Division. I'm so much more invested in the Division. I'm more invested in the third person shooting. Like I'll be honest, I miss a good third person shooter. And I mean like cover based, like Division and like Gears of War. So it's awesome jumping back in it, and I'm excited for the game this year. And I think this will be a good game as a service. just one that just continues to play. And if they do a good job of allowing people to jump in and out, like that'll be awesome. You know?
Well, I mean, they've already released what they're going to put out for the first year, and it's like, man, that game is just going to have stuff every month to do.
Yeah,
you know, like big things. It's not like Destiny, where like, and don't get me wrong, Destiny's been doing a way better job this year than they have in previous years. But like they don't have something every month. You know, like they have the Dawning at Christmas time, and then they just finished the season of the Forge. But like, the Division literally has something new and big every month, like a new set of missions, a new, gear set you can go after. Like, there's so much stuff that they're putting out, and like raids and new story missions and stuff. And they said they might be planning new areas for the future. Like,
that'll be awesome,
man. This game's going to be good. Let me tell you, when we were talking on NGR about our most anticipated games, and mine was Anthem, it's slowly creeping over to be the Division. Like it's
in my top 3.
Yeah,
I'd probably go that.
Sekiro, probably
Sekiro, Division 2, and then some
Days Gone.
Well, yeah, Days Gone, I'm pretty excited for. Yeah, and Code Vein.
Yeah,
but anyway,
like Days Gone in September.
What, when it's like $15 on the the shelf?
No, only because I was telling Moose and Jeff, the baby's due the day.
Dude, to be honest with you, those first couple weeks that when Riley was born was like the most games I've played in a long time. So,
because you just sit on your chest and play.
I'm off for 9 weeks after Jess's maternity.
Wow.
So that's when I can play it.
Nice. That's cool.
But no, I'm excited for the Division, but I feel like once I beat it, I mean, I'll leave it installed, but like, I'm super excited for New Dawn.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty excited for Metro now after that new trailer dropped.
Yeah.
And the only reason I'm not getting it is because New Dawn's the week before.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Metro, like the hardcore of the hardcore will be playing that game first, but like those games are always on sale. Those first two, they're always like $5 or $10.
They're single player, so what's the rush?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's like we were talking about Rage 2. I know y'all are getting Rage 2, Jason, because you're excited about it, but I'm like, okay, it's single player, so I'm not going to buy it.
Dude, that's a huge miss for that game.
Yeah, if it was co-op, I'd love running around and tearing stuff up in that world with my buddies. But
especially with like the stuff that Gearbox seems to be going through right now, and like Borderlands 3, like nobody really knows if it's happening now or not. Like Rage 2 really missed with that multiplayer stuff.
Yeah.
So, but anyways,
can we talk about that email?
What?
Can we talk about the Division's email?
You want to talk about it now? You want to talk about it now?
I do.
It's in here. So, all right. I know you guys don't care about Xbox One variable refresh rates, but it's getting them. Xbox One X is getting variable refresh rates.
Not that I don't care. I actually don't understand it. Like enough. Like if I looked into it, I probably would. But if a game,
I'm going to tell you a little secret, Jason. I don't understand it either, but I know somebody that listens to the show will care very much about variable refresh rates.
Please.
Yeah. But at that point, Lee's playing on his. I think Lee's house is built inside of his computer. I don't think his computer's in his house. I think that his house is built inside of his computer. I'm just saying.
If the game runs smoothly for me, I don't care.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, I did notice some hiccups here or there when we were playing Division, Jeff and I, and even when we were helping you later in the evening last night. But I was like, it's not like horribly noticeable. Like, I'm just like, oh, that like flickered a little bit, or like there was a little lag there. But it's like 3 different people online. And, like it got busy. It was like 5 or 6 enemies. And then I think Jeff and my turret were both going at the same time. He's using the fire turret as well. So they can clean that up a little bit and get it running. real well, like I've got no problem with that. You know, I have no issue with that.
But anyways, variable refresh rates it will make you notice a smoother frame rate, I assume. So,
no, it won't.
Anyways, on to the next story. Ubisoft apologizes for government shutdown joke in the Division 2 email.
Which is hilarious.
Look, I get it. Like, this government shutdown really affected a ton of people. But whoever wrote that byline probably needs a promotion. like maybe sending it was the wrong idea, but like the thinking about it that way, that's a
for those that
guy.
don't know, the invites for the private beta went out with the email tagline was "Come see what a real government shutdown is."
Yeah. So, publisher Ubisoft is apologizing to fans after making a joke about the recent U.S. government shutdown to promote the upcoming private beta for Tom Clancy's The Division 2, an online shooter set in post-pandemic Washington, D.C., where civil war has broken out between survivors and marauders. Quote, "Come see what a real government shutdown looks like in the private beta," the email subject line said, according to screenshots posted on gaming forums on Gaming Forum Reset Era. The email included the image of heavily armed female division agent wearing an American flag bandana looking at the burning U.S. Capitol building.
So, I didn't get that email. Mine just said come join the private beta.
I didn't get that email, but I got an email that says, it was like from Ubisoft that said, "Sorry for the offensive email."
Yeah, see, I didn't get any of that yet, so they don't like me.
I wasn't offended. I thought it was funny.
I wouldn't be offended.
I mean, I get the government shutdown is it was a bad thing, and a lot of people suffered because of it. But like, that email was pretty funny.
It is funny.
So,
humor, people. Humor.
So, all right, we're gonna get to the last story here. The Division 2 campaign is approximately 40 hours long.
That's insane.
That's awesome.
Oh, no, I'm not complaining. It's just, that's a lengthy campaign for a shooter.
Yeah.
I wonder what the Division's length
was. An open world shooter.
I'm pretty sure the Division was under 20 hours, the first one.
I think you might be right.
Unless you like went and did every side mission and everything. So, if you found the Division campaign to be a little on the short side, then the sequel should make up for it. As we now know, the Division 2 campaign length is around 40 hours. Mentioned by the official Xbox website, where it listed items that mentions how the Division 2 is different from its predecessor. Check out the full quote below. Let's see here. I don't want to read all this.
How long to beat has the Division 1 at 21 hours?
Yeah.
There's it at 43 hours for main plus extras.
So, yeah, that's a pretty lengthy campaign. They seem to be going for long campaigns these days with, Assassin's Creed Odyssey taking upwards of 70 hours to beat. So pretty cool. I'll probably be playing a lot of it. So, yeah, that's it. That's all the news. All the news we got this week. So I'm pretty sure I signed up for the private. I just signed up for the private beta on Xbox just now. So, I also use my secondary email to sign up for PlayStation just in case I have issues. So,
but that campaign length, that's kind of, it's nice if you don't plan on really doing multiplayer or anything. You have and if you're gonna play casually, you'll be playing that game for a good month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah,
if we just plus. By the time you get through all that, new content comes out for it every month.
True.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're like, okay, we won't put anything out for like the first 2 months. Let everybody get caught up, and then third month, boom. From there on out, just content. I mean, which is cool. Like that'll be awesome.
That's 40 normal people hours. How many hours do you think I could beat it in, Moose?
40 normal people hours. I'd give you about 25. You could beat it in 25.
I mean, it did The Witcher in 28.
Yeah. You could do it. Okay, I'll cut it in half. Let's go 20.
Yeah, but
But,
I like the division.
Yeah.
I didn't like.
Like, here's the thing. Like, do you really want to blow through something like that? Like, you were pretty. Never mind. That's another conversation.
Oh man! All right. Well, we got anything else to talk about before we get out of here?
No. Go back and play the division. Get your shield supplies for Division 2. Carry
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah, and
reacquaint yourself with the controls if you can, and then you'll be if you're not doing the open beta or into the closed beta, which I have a feeling they're probably going to announce like an open beta because didn't they?
Yeah,
do that?
it'll be. I bet the open beta is the next weekend when Anthem comes out. So,
which they'd be smart, and they're gonna like fucking they're gonna steal BioWare's lunch, man,
dude. And you know what? You know what's crazy is like I really feel bad for BioWare right now being owned by EA. Did you see that there's like this petition or not petition, but this thread going around that people are like, I love BioWare, but I'm not buying Anthem because of EA. And they're like, well, they don't care if Anthem's the best game ever made.
Yeah.
They're just straight up not buying it because it's EA.
Nah, Captain Canada loves EA, and he's like, man, he's like, this is just horrible what's happening to BioWare.
Yeah.
Like for them to go to like from making like his favorite PC games and then Mass Effect and Dragon Age.
I see
being this.
I see whoever's left of that core BioWare team, if they close, they form their own studio and make old school BioWare games.
I could see that.
So
that would be cool.
Yeah. I mean, I really want Anthem to do well because I don't want BioWare to close, but at the same time, it's like I don't even know if BioWare is BioWare anymore.
I don't think they aren't. Like the doctors left.
Yeah, I mean, Casey Hudson came back. I think Casey Hudson came back to try to salvage what's left. You know, because Anthem, he started Anthem and then he left to go work on some Microsoft VR stuff, and then he came back. So
yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Like if the game, I hope the game does well, but I don't think it will. Because like we were saying, where's the end game content?
Mm-hmm. They haven't really shown a lot of it.
Like with the Division, you can actually like I don't even need like knowing with the Division 2, knowing the Division, I know where the end game content's going to be. It's going to be playing. It's going to be almost like the tiered instances in WoW, where like you play like on normal till you get the gear to where you can bump it up to hard, and then you can bump it up to challenging, and then you know like you can raise your tier of your world to keep getting better and better gear. And then, or you can go mess around in the dark zone if you want. You know, there's your end game content. And I will bet that they are going to do a battle royale. Like they are going to do like some kind of battle royale down the road where they're just like, here you go, guys, have fun with it. You know, like a free update, maybe something to bring people back, you know, like after a year or something, and see what happens.
Yeah. Yep. Well, we'll see. I think the Division is going to eat Anthem's lunch, and I don't know. I think people should temper their expectations for Anthem because I think expecting a multiplayer like Mass Effect style game where you're going to play through the campaign and maybe some end game stuff and then be done, you know, and then come back when the DLC comes out, as opposed to the Division being the game that you just stick with all the time.
Yeah. They're in a very crowded space too.
Yeah.
People are loving Resident Evil, so then more people are buying it. I mean, it sold already 2.3 million. You got Metro,
and don't forget
got New Dawn,
Kingdom
then
Hearts.
you got Kingdom Hearts, and people are still playing that. And then you're gonna have Sekiro and the Division in March. It's very crowded.
And for people, a lot of people like in the Xbox community are like the gameplay that they just showed off for Crackdown. They showed off a lot of the campaign for Crackdown 3, and it's like a lot of people are getting excited for that too. You know, like I mean, I know Crackdown's been like a big joke between all of us for a long time, but like it's shaping up to be even a pretty cool single player experience at least. So
it does well. That's good for them, man. They need that. Microsoft needs that.
Plus, it's day and date on Game Pass, so
yeah, get to try it for free.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching Dark Zone Junkies. You can find Dark Zone Junkies on Monday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern Time on our YouTube page and on ngrradio.com, as well as podcast services everywhere. You can email us at darkzonejunkies@gmail.com for any questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, or ideas. And you can check out our other shows on ngrradio.com. Like, subscribe, and share. You can find these guys on Nerds Gone Platinum, our PlayStation-centric podcast. You can find me on Nintendo Power Block, our Nintendo show, and on Nerds Gone Rogue proper. But anyways, if you want to subscribe to a specific show, just go to ngrradio.com/subscribe. You can find wherever you listen to there. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, we love you.
See ya.
Bye.